Hi everyone, my name is Matt and I'm subject lead for English and part of the English and Maths team here at the college. I want to speak to you today about maths because hopefully you are aware that your maths exams are fast approaching. If you don't know when your GCSE Maths exams are, you need to find out now. Your teacher may want to write the dates of these exams on the board or direct your attention to a nearby poster or the cards in your lanyard, which you are currently wearing around your neck. Write these dates down in your phone or on paper once this video has played, and do so as well for your English exams if you are retaking English. While I'm speaking to you, I don't want you to look at your phone or chat to a nearby friend, because if you are doing either of these things, you're not listening to this video, which I think is important for you to do. Let's reflect for a moment on why you were being asked to retake GCSE Maths at college. You live in a westernised nation that places a lot of importance on having a skilled workforce, which in turn creates a healthy economy and improved living standards for its citizens. All jobs and professions contribute to this. In other words, the government, employers and trainers want their employees to be as successful and skilled as possible in order to do the jobs of today and tomorrow. And you should want the same for yourself too. We also live in a competitive society, with many people often competing for the same job. Unfortunately, if a job applicant does not meet essential job criteria, their application is usually unsuccessful. Since English and Maths qualifications are often listed as essential criteria for most jobs, those without them will often find it harder to get a job of their dreams and the higher paying roles. And of course, all jobs require good literacy and numeracy skills. This is why Maths and English are part of your study programme at college, also known as your timetable. Let me give you an example. 10 years ago, a student was at the college completing a qualification in mechanics and motor vehicle. 10 years after that student leaves college, they see a job advertised, offering a £95,000 salary, a company car, and other appealing benefits. But after looking at the person's specification, they noticed that English and Maths is listed. While this student was at college, they only attended 50% of lessons and did not revise for either exam, meaning that they left college with a grade 3, even though they could have got a grade 4. As a result, they cannot apply for this job, or in other words, they may apply for it but won't be able to maybe get it because they do not meet the person specification essential criteria. So, we need to look at the bigger picture. Most of you have 40 years of work ahead of you, and that's okay because work can sometimes be fun, you can sometimes meet lots of interesting people, and you will have lots of opportunities along the way. But whereas you might think you may know what you'll be doing this time next year, nobody knows what they'll be doing in 5 years, 10 years, or 20 years' time. And you never know when you may need these qualifications. Life is an adventure after all. What I'm saying is, only you can make a success of yourself, and you can do that right now. The qualifications on your CV represent your hard work alone, because no one else can sit your exams for you. We want our students to be able to compete and beat others to good jobs, and literacy and numeracy skills are often key to do this. While at college, you should want the best for yourself too. So have the self-confidence and self-esteem to achieve something great for yourself now. At college, you are very fortunate to have a dedicated and hard-working maths teacher, as well as experienced learning mentors. The maths team and learning support department is comprised of experienced and effective practitioners who are consistently dedicated to their students. They work hard for you because they want you to do well, and they never give up. This is despite often having to deal with inappropriate behaviour, which shows a lack of respect for this dedication. Students often see English and maths teachers as the enemy, when actually they just want you to reach your potential. Working in education is not about the salary. You're going to have to trust me on this. They give up many weekends and evenings marking your work and planning your lessons. Teaching is not a 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. job. Have a think. How many weekends and evenings have you given up to do English or maths work recently? If the answer is none, why is that, seeing as this is your qualification? You may say, well, that's their job. The college pays them to work here, and that may be true. But it's also your job as a student to match their hard work and effort, as this is your qualification, not theirs. You owe your teacher thanks and a lot of gratitude for everything that they have done for you. Never take your teacher for granted. At the root of all successful, happy, and empowered people tends to be a good teacher or several. So, what do we ask of you towards the end of the course? We ask that you attend all 3 maths exams to give you the best chance of success. We ask that you attempt every question in these exams and not answer the first few questions and then stop. We ask that you attend May half-term revision sessions, details of which will follow shortly. We ask that you engage with Sentry or other revision resources. We ask that you spend some time every day revising at home, because this is what you'll need to do to be successful. There is no point feeling upset about the grade that you get in the summer if you did not revise or study hard for it. We need you, therefore, to take ownership of your learning. You also need to know exactly what might come up in the exam in terms of the topics that you have covered, and master these as best as you can. And if you're not sure, then to ask. In fact, if you have any questions about maths, then you need to ask your teacher before the exams approach, so you have enough time in order to go over them again. We appreciate that many of you find maths difficult, but the things we appreciate most in life are usually the things that are not easy to achieve. The maths team have taught thousands of students over the years who have found maths tough, but when those students ultimately succeed, it's priceless. So we also ask that you try your best. Students only succeed because they have tried. Many of you will want to learn to drive because, in your view, getting a license would have a positive impact on your life. The same is true for your GCSEs. A driver wouldn't pass their driving test if they didn't move the car or in fact turn up to their driving test. In the same way, a student won't get their GCSE if they miss their exam or exams or don't write anything. Ask yourself, do I want to pass? If the answer is yes, the next question is, are you prepared to work hard to get your pass? And if the answer to that second question is no, that is where the problem lies. Whereas you may find maths or English as hard as the person sitting their driving test, and maybe just as nerve-wracking, it starts with answering the tasks, it starts with trying your best, and it starts with having a go and taking a risk. Before I finish this video, I want to give you a personal example. When I left school at 16, I didn't achieve my GCSE in maths. In those days, you could leave school without maths and English GCSEs. Now, times have changed. I knew from an early age that I wanted to be a teacher, and as some of you may know, in order to work really in any role in education with students, job applicants need to have a pass in maths and English. So I went back to college when I was 22, to do my maths, and I passed. So there is a direct link between me choosing to try and study and actually achieving. If I hadn't bothered to turn up to my maths exams or my math lessons, or I didn't revise, I probably would not have passed. In fact, I know I wouldn't have. So thankfully, I did pass, and ever since I've been doing a job that I love. So in other words, there's nothing wrong with needing to retake a qualification, because sometimes people learn at different speeds. So I'm going to finish this video by saying good luck to you. Don't let yourself down this exam season, and instead be the hero of your own story. Thank you for listening.